Chicago Bears at the Cleveland Browns. Browns favored by 3. Browns are down their top 3 offensive tackles now.
Yep.
Already out Jack Conklin, Jedrick Wills, and DeJuan Jones all out. We also have Obo Okoronkwo, torn pec. I think he's out for the season.
Right after me saying no one had torn a pec.
You're right.
Somebody else went down with a pec as well.
Maybe all
it
the
wasn't
injuries.
true when I said it.
It's just all the injuries.
Yeah.
It's all the same. Meanwhile, the Bears defense playing great. Every now and again, coming out of a 2.5-hour show, I'm like, man, I really left a lot of the cutting board there. I did forget to mention how great Montez Sweat played on Sunday against the Lions. Beat Taylor Decker for a couple pressures, including a sack. He's been playing great. A lot of people are using the without cutoff since Montez Sweat showed up. The Bears defense is great. I definitely think that's noisy and not necessarily predictive of the future. However, Sweat has been playing pretty well for the Bears here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keep an eye on, especially against whoever's going to be playing tackle now for the Browns.
Whoever. It's Jerron Christian, right, at left tackle, and not Hubbard. Is it Hubbard?
Hudson,
that's it.
James
Hudson. I knew it was so that's not great. With Joe Flacco at quarterback. It does feel like a potential weakness. That being said, like the Bears, okay, Montez Sweat is a good player, but it's still, if you had to pick a team to play 2 backup tackles against, they'd be one of your top 5, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Cleveland's defense is still nasty even without Okoronkwo. Myles Garrett looks back to his best. Again, what the hell is with people this year? It's like massive season-long crippling injuries derail them for like a week, and then they're back to being Defensive Player of the Year. Like, we've had Trey Hendrickson, Myles Garrett, Max Crosby all have like what looks like a disastrous injury, and it made them play worse, but not bad, just like not great for a week. And then the next week, it's like, no, I'm good now. Defensive Player of the Year again.
We've got incredible recovery drugs. I don't know. I'm posing the question. I'm just saying a lot of people are recovering a lot quicker, it seems.
Random testing, maybe.
Yeah. Now you're suggesting.
Well, I mean,
you're suggesting HGH or something.
The random testing that clearly isn't random, where a guy has a good game, they get a letter saying, hey, you've been selected for the random test.
That's anecdotal.
I'm just saying maybe the random testing might want to focus on the players that are like good to go after 2 weeks after hearing a pop in a shoulder or a knee or a bicep or whatever.
The testing thing is all anecdotal. That's people complaining. Anyway, we talked a lot about Justin Fields yesterday, to the dismay of some people. But Justin Fields, man, he's one of the stories of the NFL these last 4 games, whatever he looks like and leading into that Bears decision. And he's coming off a good game against the Lions. He's thrown the ball pretty well. He's been dynamic as a runner, had the 11, 12-yard touchdown run the other day against a Browns defense that plays a lot of man, that does have a lot of, creates a lot of tight window throws for quarterbacks. Might see Fields having to run the ball a lot more, puts a little more pressure on the Browns front 4, play contain rather than trying to move him off his spot.
I mean, this is also a way better defense than he's faced in a while, so that will make it interesting. But they play a lot of man coverage, which doesn't necessarily lend itself to stopping a quarterback that is looking to scramble a lot of the time. So it's a bit of a change for the Cleveland defense. They have been vulnerable to those kind of second reaction plays this season, whether it's designed as misdirection, part of the offense, reverses, that kind of thing, or whether it's simply a quarterback scrambling in a place he's not supposed to be going. So that dynamic is pretty interesting. And then it's like, how successful can Flacco be attacking a defense that is much more run-of-the-mill vanilla, but he doesn't have any tackles.
Do you think Joe Flacco can keep it up? Last time we saw him have a good 2-week stretch, I think with the Jets earlier in the year, once he hit week 3, it was like, oh, he came back down to earth. I mean, he's grading at 66 over the last couple weeks. Even like the raw stats aren't great, but he's had 5 touchdowns in 2 weeks. Like I said the other day, a lot of those were bad defense.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, look, I think the thing for Flacco is, can he have a game that doesn't have a back-breaking turnover / mistake? He had one of last week, he avoided a ridiculous throw to a safety randomly. The week before he didn't, right? I honestly think that's kind of what Joe Flacco's games come down to. He'll move the ball, he'll have success, he'll put up some numbers, but can he avoid that ridiculous turnover that's going to put them in a hole and give a possession away? Because that might be the difference in this type of game between winning and losing.
All right, Cleveland favored by 3 at home. I have not been able to get. Do you have the weather there?
Oh, the weather? Give me 1 second. The weather for this game, according to PFF Green Line, 45 degrees, overcast, so 8/8 cloud cover, and that's it.
I'm disappointed in the weather this week. We have games in Cleveland, in Green Bay, and in Buffalo, and it's all just 40s and clear.
Why is that disappointing?
It's December. I want some weather.
I only want snow. I don't.
December games are won on the ground. I want to wake up.
I don't want rain.
Make snow angels on the ground because that's how you win December games.
I don't want rain. Rain stinks. Wind stinks. I just want snow.
There should have been snow.
Okay.
In one of these games.
Well,
in
maybe
Cleveland,
there will be.
Buffalo, or Green Bay. There's no snow.
There's cloud cover in all of them. Maybe the cloud cover will
I like a good gloomy game in December. That's fine. I want some snow. So you're taking Cleveland to cover the 3. I'll take Chicago, man. They're going to have a tough time containing Justin Fields.
All right.
I'll take the Bears to cover the 3.